As I'm sure you can see from this glorious sunlight that is pouring in through our kitchen windows, the season is definitely starting to turn, and I have to say it is a beautiful sight. Spring reminds me that getting outside and enjoying ordinary things like gardening, walking, and decorating your space, making your home lovely to be in, really helps you to just keep us grounded, keep us calm, and keep us rooted in our present. I feel like life today is so fast-paced and there's so much going on, and these simple, ordinary things really help us just focus on the here and now and just keep us sane. It is so nice to be back in the allotment. I can't tell you the joy that this place brings me. It's incredible. I'm just looking at the seedlings that I have sown over the past few weeks, and some of them have come up, which makes me super happy. Initially, I was actually a little bit frustrated because, as you will have seen, a few of them haven't come up and some of them just seem to have disappeared completely. But sometimes I need to just remind myself that this journey I'm on with the allotment is exactly that. It's not going to be perfect, just like nature isn't perfect, nor is it 100% guaranteed, and I think sometimes it's really important to just remind ourselves of that. But what I'm doing now is I'm going to plant some more seeds. So, we are well into March now, so I'm definitely keen to get as many seeds planted as I can. Some of the ones that I'm keen to plant here are some rainbow chard. I have planted this before, and if you are new to gardening, have never grown vegetables before, then I have to say rainbow chard is one of the best things you can start with. They tend to germinate really well. They're beautiful and bright and colourful, so they would actually look really cool in your garden borders, and they are just the gift that keeps on giving. They produce so much crop, and the more you harvest, the more leaves that they produce, so I would definitely recommend that. I'm also planting some pumpkin seeds, some peppers, some more herbs, and some chilies, because quite a few of my chili seeds haven't come up, so I'm going to give them a go again. Now, I've mentioned before that I want to grow as much of our own food as I can. Now, this is partially to help with the cost of living and how expensive food has got here, but also to eat more organic food. I think it's really, I don't know, maybe it's just me being an adult, but it's really comforting to know exactly where my food has come from, and it is really grounding growing my own food, and I thoroughly enjoy it. So I was definitely feeling that it was time to take down this winter garland. I actually put this up originally for autumn, and then I added to it at Christmas and kind of took away the Christmassy bits and just left it up for midwinter because I thought it was just a really nice addition to the kitchen. And I loved seeing all of the different flowers that we had there and all of the dried plants. I thought it was really beautiful. But I definitely want to create something a bit lighter and a bit more floral for the changing seasons. It kind of felt a little bit heavy. So it's really satisfying actually clearing this away and giving the space a really good clean before I then went back in and added in the new florals. It was really good to just kind of give it a good cleanse and make the kitchen space a lot fresher. So I actually got a lot of the plants from the range, which was really, really handy. I thought that they were a really good price there. Now, my previous garlands, I foraged most of the stuff that I had on there, but unfortunately it's kind of difficult to forage daffodils and snowdrops, because without water they would just die really, really quickly. So I think the best way that I could make this and for it to last a good 6-7 months was to go down the route of using faux flowers. But I will absolutely be reusing these. They will not be wasted. I think that they were really beautiful. What I'm doing is just taking off the floral stems from the main stem, because it makes it so much easier to just poke into the kind of base layer that I have. The base layer is just pieces of faux ivy and eucalyptus, and there's some roses in there as well, and it makes for a really lovely just kind of established piece that then I can add these more seasonal touches to year after year. And my favourite thing, so these are actually flowers that were sent to my fiance and I for our engagement announcement, which was really, really lovely. So I actually dried the bouquet of roses and eucalyptus, knowing that one day I was going to have a use for them. And yeah, now I can pop them into this garland. So yeah, that was a really lovely use of some very memorable dried flowers that I had kept. So I am so chuffed with how this turned out. I think it looks really, really lovely. I really like the blue. I'm glad that I went for the baby blue. As you can see, our kitchen is quite green. So I think adding in that different kind of splash of colour has really made it look really pretty. And I do think that the roses that I put in, the dried roses from our bouquet, have given it a kind of vintagey feel, which is really, really pretty. I'm really, really chuffed with it. Please let me know in the comments if you guys do any seasonal decorating. I know that it's not like Christmas, but I do think it is really special to just change little bits and bobs around our home as the season changes. It has finally got to the time of year where we can go for evening walks after work, and I am very, very happy about this. If you go for an evening dog walk after work, or even just a walk in general, please let me know in the comments, because there's something about the sunset at this time of year that is just absolutely beautiful. Honestly, it was breathtaking going on this walk. I wish we could share photos on YouTube, because I just love to see people's pictures of sunsets on their walks in the evening. I think it's magical. This stream that we have gone to only appears in the winter. After there's been enough rainfall, the fields fill with water and it all pools down into this stream. So we came here in the summer and it was completely dry as a bone. So I think there's something really magical about this stream that is beautiful, and it only appears for a few months of the year. I think that scarcity makes you appreciate it so much more. And it also shows how much the landscapes around us can change so much over the year. It was a very quiet and calm time to go for a walk, and I have to say it really finished my day off nicely.
You got the camera!
It made me feel really happy and content just to get a bit of sunlight after being indoors for a lot of the day. I do think that the seasons can naturally teach us about change. There's something we grew up with, they're a constant. We know that change is always going to happen seasonally, just as we know the sun is always going to rise and the sun is always going to set every day. Things fade and they return and new things begin. And I think that there's something really poignant that nature teaches us that yes, things may be difficult now, you may be struggling with something or going through a hard time, but things will change. I heard a saying the other day that said, everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. And that really stuck with me. I loved how simple the saying was and how memorable it was. And to me, that's the beauty of having an ordinary and a simple life. We can watch and we can create our own small changes every day, knowing full well that positive things are on their way, because if things aren't good right now, it's because it's not the end. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Stay happy and blessed be.